with a white redneck than a white liberal anytime. Because the white redneck is going to let you know how he feels.
Like, or if you don't know her like that, it's a one night stand or her coochie stick, you're going to be like,
this ain't right.
I'm going to give you an example, not to cut anybody off. I'm going to give you an example, Chris. So let's say you have a bad habit of lying, right? That's a common thing. Some people are habitual liars. That's just what it is. That's a bad behavior. That's a poor behavior.
Think the shirt is appropriate.
Oh, you kidding? I don't want to hear that shit. You kidding?
No.
I'm trying to hear that shit.
But no. That's just out of respect for the relationship.
The physical aspect is like imagining somebody just piping down your lady. Like, I mean, I don't know how you could recover from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's going on, my brother? How you
good
feeling?
with you? I'm chilling, man. I'm good. What's good with you?
Ain't shit, man. You know, same old, man. Back to work Monday mornings, same old shit, different day. You know how we try to do. I'm trying to keep things a little interesting, man, on the Monday night call-ins. See if we get a couple people on the call-in or something like that. But you know, we know how we do. We could get into a couple topics. You know how things sometimes we talk behind the scenes, but we could get into a little something. We got a little hour tonight.
Yeah, I got a few topics and things. First thing I really wanted to get into was that Bam shit, because we ain't had a chance. Everybody just said something about Bam, 83 points. How you really feel about that shit?
To me, with the Bam thing, like the Bam shit, it was pretty good, but 46 free throws, like 46 free throws is kind of crazy, man.
That's a lot of
So,
free throws. He
I don't know.
attempted 22 threes.
33 points from the damn free throw line is wicked.
He had 36 for 43 free throws. That's crazy.
Who out there with us tonight, man? Check in with us, man. Y'all out there tonight,
Nah, I
man.
just wanted to ask you that before we get into something, because I'm like, they
You
was trying
good?
to talk
You good?
about Kobe game, and Kobe game was pretty good. You know, Kobe, the Raptors was up at one point, if I'm mistaken, or some shit like that. So
It was up for a little second, but it was late in the game too, and Kobe Bryant was still busting their ass when he was going after that 81. I think there was a little cheesing with Bam though. Bam was wilding though. They was
they was
already up.
fouling niggas and all crazy type of
He
shit.
was up for like 40, and I'm like, damn, this nigga Bam still going crazy. Usually they don't do shit like that in the NBA, but I guess it was going for the record, so they was like, you know what, fuck it, keep him in the game.
83.
I'm gonna see if my boy come through tonight, man. Give my boy Vern a little interview tonight, but we could kick something off though before Vern get here. I told him we only on for an hour, so Vern, if you out there listening, man, get your ass up on here, man. Don't be scared now.
Yeah, he don't be really. Nah, but there's a lot of shit. What I was saying the other day about the should we celebrate Juneteenth, or should we celebrate Emancipation Day? And the reason I was saying that, because not most people know Juneteenth is like really just for like, it's not really. I don't think it's something that should be like celebrated. It's something that's really bad. Like, niggas didn't let you out of slavery when it was time, when everybody got out, and when they was emancipated. So that's kind of crazy. But that's what I was just getting at with that. Like, they don't celebrate that day enough, when Lincoln signed that bill, and then the for slaves was freed, 1863. So that's all I was saying.
Got you. But yeah, to me, really, like, see, like you could get more a little bit more into the Emancipation Day, but like on Juneteenth, like I know a lot of people celebrated Juneteenth for a lot of years before it came a national holiday and things like that. And I always heard about it because like the first time I heard about Juneteenth, I probably was like in the sixth grade. I had a teacher that used to teach us like about our heritage and things, and she also got fired because she was going against the school curriculum. And that's what made me really start to look at school different and things like when we start to teach about ourselves, it became a problem. But it's okay for us to learn about all of everybody else history, about the Holocaust, about the Japanese people. We learn about everybody history but our own. And when it's time for us to come teaching of our own, it becomes a problem. So what I'm saying for like June for the like, don't make a long story short, for Juneteenth and things like that, I understand why people want to celebrate it, but that's not really nothing to celebrate because when they freed the slaves to nothing, and then they turn around and they created Jim Crow to where it's a law that if you don't have a job, we're gonna send your ass to the plantation and we're gonna give you a job now. But now you working for nothing now. So at the end of the day, they could say that Lincoln signed the deal for everybody to like for us to be freed as slaves, but y'all freed the slaves to nothing. They gave the slaves not a damn dime. No, we ain't even asking for 40 acres. So we know that's just a story. The 40 acre shit is a story. Like y'all didn't even give them an acre or two of land to try to get them up and started. Y'all took everything back from them still and created the fucking the Jim Crow South. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, the South rejected Jim. I mean, the South rejected Reconstruction. That's what happened. So so that's why all them states was poor at the time, and they was just doing crazy shit. The soldiers was down there when they was hanging people from like 1860s to the 1880s, and then the Union finally pulled out because the South was rejecting. That's a history they don't talk about when they still was killing black people after the Civil War and things like that. It was bad for blacks, like you were saying. They made laws like if you ain't have a job or you was homeless, you be locked up. Like how the fuck if you lock me up if I don't have a job or home and I'm homeless when y'all got all the jobs and y'all don't want to franchise us, but you saying I can't if I don't have a job I get locked up. That's why black people created their own cities and at the time, like Roswell and all of them type of cities, black people have more than the white men in them cities. That's why they burned and did all those crazy things to us and shit like that.
So that's why I say today, when they try to turn around, they give us things like Black History Month. They give you Juneteenth and things like that. And then they try to like spit in the face of like the Indian people where they say Indigenous Day or something like that now instead of Columbus Day.
Okay.
Like just those are spit in the face because the history is stained in the books already. So it doesn't matter which I try to change, which I try to think y'all giving somebody today. Those things are still stained in history. And I don't understand those things right there. Like, let us learn about ourselves. Let us learn about our true selves. Stop taking away the little bit of history that's a part of the American history that y'all don't want to talk about because y'all saying, oh, we don't want to talk about the bad things of America. Listen,
Mhm.
every country had their things. America is still a baby nation. 250 years coming this year. In a few months, we'll be at 250. It's a baby nation. It's just that y'all have done so much wrong and so much corruption in the 250 years that we existed. The way y'all found this country was on corruption. It was on nastiness. It was on murder. It was on stealing. Like y'all, you guys already know the history of this country, and y'all guys
Yeah,
don't want to
guys don't want.
be a country of this country.
Yeah, it was bad, man. They raped and pillaged, and they just did everything. Yeah.
I don't understand, bro. So that's the things I can't figure out. So that's what, like, what you was asking about the emancipation and about the Juneteenth is that they could have those holidays because freedom is with it is all in the mind. They could tell
hmm
you you're free, and then look how they still treat people. So freedom is in the mind.
They say you got civil rights, but you only had civil rights for 60 years. So what about the other 200 or other 190 years? Yeah, so.
You know what I mean? And every man was created equal. And one thing that really irks my nerves is when I sit back. This really grinds my gears. Like when I sit back and I watch some of the cable network shows, and you have you got those black pundits up there, and they be like, "Oh, it's in the Constitution. It's in the we need to bow by the And I'm like, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, y'all yelling and screaming for a Constitution that is still written the same way it's been written since 1776. That
Mhm.
they don't even think we are people. So why today that y'all jump and holler about a Constitution where they think black people are not even people? Like what y'all need to do with the Constitution is abolish it. It's been 250 years. Yes, this is the time where America needs a reset. Abolish the Constitution, rewrite the Constitution, and make us fucking people in y'all Constitution. Like, I'm not begging to be a part of y'all system or nothing like that, but acknowledge us. Like, acknowledge
Yeah.
us as
as human beings. That's all people are asking for. That's why they don't treat us like human beings. They, man, it's just sad. That shit. That's why I said those holidays. They could really keep the holidays. I was just asking because why people celebrate either one when they just is a slap in the face. Really. Yeah, we give you Juneteenth, but we can't say we gonna give. We can't give you the lynch bill. That shit's still out there unsigned. That's just don't be talked about no more, I guess.
What about the George Floyd policing bill?
Yeah.
They hollered and screamed. They got Joe Biden elected. They got Joe Biden single
Got
handedly
elected off of George Floyd
off the
death.
George Floyd bill, off his back, off a man dying, off of what they putting his foot down on that man neck, literally with the foot on his neck.
Hmm.
And Joe Biden rode that shit to the White House. And when he got in the White House, all that shit became scrap. But then you gotta think about it. A few months in, things was happening to Asian people. What they did, the Asian people came up to the White House and the whole group, a collective of people, and the Asian people got a stop the hate Asian bill. They got it right on the thing. They got it signed. You got the anti-Semitism bill. Put it up on the desk. You had 100 senators sign for it. You had the whole damn near the whole House sign for it.
Time
All
for it.
435 members signed off on the anti-Semitism bill. But when it comes to
Unanimous.
the George Floyd Policing Act, the fucking Lynch Act, why them bills is still sitting there? And that's why I try to tell our people. We got these people in Congress, and they're like, yo, maybe we need more of our people in Congress. We got them people in Congress. And we got people on both sides. We got black Republicans, you got black Democrats, and none of them is still coming together for black people. Like I tell them all the time, that shit is one big organization. It's like one
Hmm.
big fraternity with them guys playing. They playing with America lives right now with the bullshit that these people are doing. So that's why I try to stay away from either side, either party.
Yeah, because they could have been, like I said, we could have been at a black party. They say so. We claim it's 40 million blacks. We could have had a party. I know 25, 30 million of us could be registered voters, and you could have a lot of political power in this country if we had our own political party. Could have been had our own candidates and making our own bills. Out of those 30, 40 million, we gonna get some House and Senate seats.
Of course. Of course, especially in the towns, like you got a lot of black people live in the South.
Most urban cities will be running the urban cities.
Of course, and that's 100% true. hmm But like you got like a lot of black people populated here in the South. Like the
Hmm.
South supposed to
It's
be like
62% of the black population live in the South.
in the
The
South.
South.
That's what I'm saying. And
Hmm.
then the South is ran by a bunch of people that y'all don't like because they don't want to get involved because people are scared to get involved, or they don't want to get involved because when they do get involved into politics, the same shit is happening. We go out here, you stand on these lines, you go out here picketing for these people, you go help raise money, and then soon as they get in there, at the end of the day, you gotta wait for those big donors. The guy who gave up 5 million, the guy who gave up $1 million. That's who these people are working for. So that's why I'm saying at the end
And
of the
that's what
day,
I don't understand. You got all these black rich rappers and stuff. They could be endorsing black candidates in the black party.
I think it's some type of see with black celebrities. I had to start like after people like Muhammad Ali. It was
Yeah.
something that they must have came to the black celebrities or the black players or something and let them know that hey, you got a certain amount of words to say, and when you use those words up, let that shit go.
You heard what they told LeBron? Nigga, go finish playing basketball. You getting out of your hand. Mm.
Yeah, like shut up and dribble, LeBron. But like I'm saying, yeah, like when he spoke out against the China thing, he spoke out against the China. What China doing is wrong. But what happened was you had to recant your answer because the NBA had to send down a message that the China people sent the message to the NBA like, yo, listen, we don't like this publicity that y'all get. Everything changed. The next day we all got a different motherfucking perspective on what's going on in China. Like
Mhm.
y'all can sit here and call that a regime. These people are terrible, but when somebody speak out against them in the NBA, they wrong for doing it.
Mhm.
So, And like even with the thing that's going on, like with the Israel and the Palestinian people, not even with the Iranian people, with the Israel in Gaza still. You got people like DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled family is from Palestine. They was born and raised, his mom and daddy, from Palestine. Shit that's going on right now in Palestine. I didn't hear a peep out of a word from guys like DJ Khaled. That's your people homeland. Like these white executives, like these white, these white tiny hat executives paying y'all all this money, not for you, not even to speak up for your own people, Khaled. Like you a coward for that. So you walk around saying we the best, but you ain't nothing but a little fat ass doughboy coward.
Oh, at the time, China was beating their people and all that for trying to protest and things, and LeBron spoke out about it. And then the NBA had to go recant his statement because China is one of the NBA's biggest economic supporters, and China got a lot of money invested into the NBA. So and then they sales went down, so they told LeBron shut his ass up and dribble, and they had to recant his statement and things like that, and that's
But
what happened.
yeah, and then but it's still a lot of shit going on though in Southeast Asia. They still got a whole civil war going on in Southeast, like a lot of shit that
Hmm.
they don't talk about that's going on. It's a whole
Hmm.
genocide going on in Southeast Asia at this moment, right now. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world that our media don't even tell people about. So you
Hmm.
have to go and find out and search it. And I'm so glad that we have a lot of independent media today, and we don't got to just listen
Like
to anything.
Al Jazeera, right?
Yeah, Al Jazeera, that's a network that they hate. They hate
Hmm.
the Al Jazeera network. She said
That
it
goes.
threatens. Yeah, of course it threatens their money. Yeah, definitely, 100%. But that's what he's getting at. But yeah, like that. But that's what I'm saying. So today, I don't look at like the celebrities and those kind of people as being like looking at somebody who's bigger than life, and that's what I try to explain to some of our people out here today. Like you will see somebody walking down the
Walking
street,
down.
people falling out, going all crazy, and y'all making their life bigger than y'all life, where these people don't even give a shit if you live in the day. Like, so don't make these people life bigger. We all human. At the beginning of every day, we all put on our drawers the same, our socks, pants, we all do it the same. So nobody life is bigger than yours. Gotta
Yeah,
look
that's
into
the
the
truth.
genocide. Yeah, you gotta yeah, it's a genocide going on. It's about shit, it's about you got Southeast Asia, you got Sudan. Sudan, they got a whole civil war going on in Sudan.
Africa's.
Everybody knows about Israel and Gaza. We all know about that. Now you know about what's going on with the Israel and the Iran and the United States of America. So it's a bunch of things going on. And even with some of our partners that we always screaming human rights to and things like that, we do a lot of deals with countries that don't give two fucks about human rights. So that's why I tell people all the time in America, they don't really care about none of that stuff. Like all the democracy and thing, like all that stuff is
Mhm.
untrue. Like they don't care about no human rights. Like how y'all trying to be the police around the world for human rights, and y'all violate people human rights right here. We just had a president to tell the police that they got full immunity to do their jobs, and y'all worrying about human rights violations in other countries.
Man, I told you the police, the average police force walk around like the military. They got shit the how you got going against civilians with military tactics and things like that. It don't make no sense. They using armored trucks and like what the hell you need an armored truck in the hood for to go fight the war on drugs? Like how is that how is that counter? That's counter. I don't know, man. That
I don't
don't
get
make sense. It's kind of inducive to what they trying to get. It's like it's not helping the cause at all. Then they complain about civilians having guns. Yeah, we gotta have guns to protect ourselves. Why the hell can't we have guns when you got your police force walking around like the military and
yeah,
shit like that?
and that's what I'm like, and then that's the shit I can't like get through my mind. is when I'm looking around and they mention things like the human right, like what Nell was saying. She agreed with the false pretense of about human rights. Yes, it's a false
Mhm.
pretense because if we cared about our humans in this country, we wouldn't be sending people off to a new war that they don't even know why they fighting this war. Like we sending people to a new war while we got people out here starving. You got people sleeping under bridges and shit. And I know when we see this, people I know when people see these us on the internet and they be like, oh, you guys always want things for free. Listen, we don't want nothing for free. We just want people to so they can live a healthy life in America. And I'm not telling you we got to go out here and help everybody, but to help the people that's trying first. Like, there's no reason why we should be spending damn near $1 billion a day on a war, and y'all telling us healthcare is out of reach for the citizens that's working hard. Like God forbid if you lose your job, some people can't get health insurance no more. Some people only got health insurance because they have a job. That's not what a country's supposed to do. A country's supposed to take care of their citizens and make sure they are healthy enough to thrive in society.
Man, this country got a $500 billion defense budget every year. You don't know where
Yeah.
taxes is going to. Them fucking F-35 and F-22s and them tanks and all that. That's where you. That's why you paying taxes because they spend $500 billion a year on defense, on the
Yes.
militaries and shit like that. That's to say we got the strongest military in the world for what? Don't
For
make
what?
sense.
Why we got the strongest military in the world, but some of the most messed up people in the world? Like we got all types of like different problems that's going on in America today, and we can't fix these problems that's in America, but we trying to fix everybody else's problems. And y'all saying that these countries is a threat and shit. These countries cannot be a threat.
Be a
Like they
threat, like
oceans away from us. Like they the ocean away from us. How the fuck is the Iranian people a threat? So you mean to tell me that if they was to send a bomb from Tehran or wherever they launched their bombs from in Iran, you think it's going to pass by all these defense systems all over England and the UK everywhere, and it's not going to get knocked down before it hits an American city? Like y'all really think they got that much technology and power to bust through our shields? Like these people
oh
are not
man.
threats, man. And
These
y'all need to
niggas
think
is testing guns that could knock out drones, man.
that's it. What she said.
That's
Okay.
what the military right now got a gun they testing that can knock a drone out the sky.
Yes, they got some laser technology. They got a lot of shit that they
Yeah,
got
they
going.
got laser shit for missiles and all type of shit that got that counter defense systems and everything. It's crazy. They shooting a Tomahawk missile is $43 million, so they shooting $43 million.
Yeah, that's
Shooting-
what I'm
they
saying.
shooting $43 million bombs. That's niggas tax. Oh, you wondering where your taxes going? Is blowing up,
The F
motherfuckers.
35, the F-35 carrying bullets. That's like $500,000. $500,000 bombs. We dropping on places, and you want to help them rebuild it to the way you want it when you finish blowing them up. Like, what the fuck is the sense of this, America? What she said?
Nigga
Mental
dropping
health.
$43 billion bombs on people. That's crazy.
Health is a crisis. Is huge here. Yes, it definitely is. That's a lot of things, and a lot of people don't understand that. That's why I try not to treat like some of them homeless people I see outside and treat them bad and shit because a lot of shit happened to people in this country, man, and a lot of them really be veterans. Like I know some of them hold up them signs out there, and they be like homeless veterans, and I know at least probably it's probably a 50-50 chance that they really are veterans, but I believe some of them are
I
veterans.
think 80% of them probably are from
That's what I'm
Vietnam.
saying. That's what I'm. Yeah, like I'm just trying to give it a fair shake on it, but I believe it's more than that. But I know it's some of them out there who see them with that sign and like, yo, I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go make some of this money too today. But I truly believe it's a lot of them guys out there that's messed up, and there's a
Mhm,
lot of them that's coming back now. It's a lot of them
mhm.
that's coming back from these wars that we had 20 years ago. You know what I mean? It's a lot of these people who have seen things that we probably never will see in our lifetime, and I know it fucks up some of their head.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Yeah.
say I give it up to those kids that's out there about to go and fight in a war that these people ain't never done shit to you before. They just telling
If
y'all
you
information that needs to be done.
it's a difference between being a military veteran and a combat military veteran. If you was in combat and fought in Afghanistan and Iraq or any combat situation, like you probably seen something that we can't phantom. I can't phantom seeing somebody body being exploded or seeing somebody head get knocked off on the side of you when you was just talking to them literally 2 seconds and they
Yeah,
gone. So so that's like things we can't imagine. Like I had a homeboy that was he was homeless on the street and all, and I asked him what's up. He said I was in Iraq, but he said we was over there. He said one day we just riding doing the tour and they seen like the Iraqi, like a dude just shoot a woman in the head in the alley, and he was like, "There's nothing we could do because they not engaging us. We just got, the U.S. military. Their code is don't engage until you fired upon. So they got to keep going. They can't do nothing about that shit. Like so." That's just a story from him, and he was homeless on the street. So that's just one thing he's seen. So imagine other things he's seen or had to do.
that shit is crazy, man. What Nels? Nels said combat is no joke or dragging their bodies. Yeah, all that shit, that gotta be like that gotta mess up somebody's mind. Like Chris was just saying, like if you standing there talking to somebody and you just see them get sniped in their head, blow their whole head off. Like that shit gotta fuck her. And then we got kids out there, like they literally sending 18,
18, 19-year-old kid.
these kids is not even old enough to go and buy tobacco no more in America. And they out here fighting in the middle of a war that they don't know nothing about. Like this shit was going on generations before they was even thought about. This shit been going on. But one thing that I'm starting to see in the media that like that I'll be worried about that this is gonna break out to a worldwide war is because if you start listening to these people talking points, they all coming up with this been at it for 47 years. The Iranian people been at it for 47 years. Da da da. And I'm like, I can rewind time 10 years ago. I can rewind time 15 years ago. None of y'all had that talking point that America had a problem with Iran.
Man, Iran
Like
put a
that,
big wrinkle. If they take down Iran, that
yeah.
fucked up China and Russia plan of trying to get their own they
That's
bomb.
what they said. That's what the dude said. I forgot the guy name. He said, what America is trying to do, America is trying to make Iran a parking lot so they can get closer to China and Russia. They'll be on Russia's doorstep. If you take Iran, that might be game over for Russia because whatever they
Hmm.
try to fire weapons or anything, the defense systems is up. We at the
Oh,
border of
yeah.
Russia already on both sides of the
America
border.
shut them shits off. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
they got some shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You think the CIA ain't been inside Russia for years, nigga? They probably know all their codes,
Yes,
everything.
yes, Nels. Yes. That's 100% true. What Nels was saying, he said they have to kill kids too. And that's the
Yeah, yeah,
heartbreak.
that's the thing
That's
that's
the
fucked
heartbreak
up.
to think about war. Yeah, it's like when they gotta go up there and you gotta come up here and
I
you gotta
seen that. You seen that on the movie American Sniper, right?
yeah, you got to pull out kids from rubble after they done drop bombs and shit.
Hmm.
Like that's sad. It don't matter what going on in the world. A kid should be innocent at all time. Like no kid should be dying with the wars or somebody bullshit. And I know when people see this again, oh, the Iranian people shouldn't have did this. No, America shouldn't have did it as well too. And for y'all with them same bullshit talking about, oh, won't you go move there? No, stop doing what we doing. That's what we need to do. Stop coming up with your stupid talking points and saying what people need to do. And let's stop doing these things around the world. Take that money like we spend it. It's okay for y'all to sit up here and y'all could be like, oh, it's good for us to war. We're going to blow them to smithereens and things. But when people ask y'all about healthcare or helping needy families that needs food, and I'm talking about the working family. I'm not talking about nobody who just sitting on their ass so we can make it clear. We talking about the working families, people out here who's working 2 and 3 jobs to get by in a day. Those the type of people who could be using some of that $1 billion wars that y'all want to start and shit over there. These are the type of people that we need to take care of.
Yeah.
Also. Why you say that, Nels? You said we become the problem. How we became the problem too? It's
I
easy to
think the
see
U.S. I think she said.
that. No, I know what she was saying. She said it's easy to say that until it's their family members. Yes, that's the problem. And with the and that shit there is that they are not sending their family members. Like you probably had maybe a few presidents where you had they kids enlist in the army. And one of the people who get all the flack in the world, his son enlisted in the army,
I
Joe
think the
Biden.
last president that was in the army was General Ford, right? Was
Yeah, Ford.
President
Ford
Ford?
served in the army, I believe,
Yeah,
but
he was a
Joe Biden's
general.
son, Joe Biden served in the army, where they want to talk shit about people, about presidents and shit. And like I tell all the time, I believe Joe was too old to be the president, but he rode the backs of black women in these sob ass stories that went down in 2020. If you look throughout 2020, you had the George Floyd incident. You had Philando Castillo going on. You had them. I forgot the other guy that they shot. They shot in the Wendy's parking lot. You had all these situations going on through 2020. It was
You
riling
seen
people.
the DNC? The DNC was like a fucking Grammy or award show that year.
At the DNC. They brung the DNC out, so they rolled the backs off of our sad stories, and also they got their strong group already. They already got their strong liberal group who's gonna come out in the 40 to 45 million strong. But then they also got like 96% of the black people vote. They got
Mhm.
like 96% of the black people vote. Plus you got your strong, and then they won the independent voters. You know what I mean? So they rode the back off of black people. And then this time around in 2024, you had black people so upset about all that shit that people was promised. And then they turned around and you had these people now voting for the lesser two even. People really thought Donald Trump was gonna be better than Kamala Harris. And yes, I also forgot about Breonna Taylor. I'm sorry, yes, and Breonna Taylor happened in 2020 as well. So a lot of those things riled up the base and it riled up our people, and people was tired of Donald Trump. Like people laughed at it, but it became exhausting his first 4 years. Every day is something else. And one thing I always tell people though, and that's a true statement about Donald Trump, is that tells so many lies that it's hard to keep up with his lies, and it takes too long trying to prove that he lied because he's gonna tell another 50 lies. So when you prove that he's wrong on one lie, he done told another 50.
Then
So
that nigga just tell them they can't do shit with him.
at all, at all.
You say they can't do shit with me.
At all, bro. I'm telling you. So that's the thing about Trump. When he tell his lies and you got to research the shit that he lying about, by the end of the news cycle, the end of the day, he done told 60 more lies. You like, bro, this is outrageous. Oh shit, here come Big Vern. Let me see what Vern come on for the last half an hour. Let me see what he talking about. Hey, yo, Vern, what up, nigga?
Man, what's good with you, man?
You can hear us, Vern?
Yeah,
All right, yo, what's going on, brother? How you feeling
chilling,
tonight,
I'm
man?
chilling, chilling.
What's
I got a
good with you,
black
man?
conservative on here. I want to hear your point of view on how the president is doing.
Up until like the war in Iran,
Mhm.
he was doing a good job, you ask me.
So you think he was doing a good job until he went to war with the Iranian people?
Yeah.
What was the good job that he was doing?
Well, stopping homosexual genocide in our
What
communities.
the fuck? How is he
The
doing?
transsexual stuff got to stop, man.
Let him talk. Let him talk. He could talk. All right. That's your opinion on that. But you know that stuff been going on where we all from New York City. That stuff been going on in the village forever. That been a thing
The
in New
day that we all got to sit down and have a question about what is a man and what is a woman, it's a fucking problem.
But that's a question. See, now that's a question that should be easily answered. That's the thing I don't get about when
It
they
wasn't.
that up. Like that should not be a question of what's a man and what's a woman. So I totally agree with you on that stance. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. We shouldn't have to have these things. Now, if a person wanting to come out and they want to be whoever they want to be, I let them. I'm fine with that. You could be whoever you want to be, because just don't call, because if you came out and you wanted to identify as a dog or a cat, they'll put you in an asylum home somewhere. They'll put you in a crazy house. So when people come out and they want to identify as being a man and
My
they're
brother, that's where I hate to cut you off. That's where it was going. You ever heard of the term pansexual?
yeah, I
People
heard of,
was having sex with dogs and cats and
Yeah,
thinking this is like that's okay.
I always tell people pansexual is really
Pansexual
the
means like
Greek
if I see
term
that
for the
dog over there,
god of
I
Pan.
think it's
For
cute. I
the
can fuck it. No,
Yeah, for the Greek
that's
term, the god of Pan, that was a pan. That was and he was different animals and things like that. The god
you
Pan.
have celebrities like sponsoring, like Miley Cyrus. Talk about yeah, she pansexual. If she want to sleep with a goat, she'll sleep with a goat. What the hell's going on?
I didn't hear
see,
that one,
those things right there. See, I don't be hearing them type of things because I try to stay away
but I
from.
do know what the god
No,
Pan
because
means.
you be stuck on the black Democratic.
We're not Democrats. I'm not a
Hold on,
Democrat. I'm
none of us are
conservative, man.
Even though he's independent, but he speaks like a Democrat.
I'm a
You
because
gotta get off the
conservative.
plantation, man.
hold on, before we
I'm
go.
actually a conservative.
Hold on. Yeah, he's conservative. Like I say, I'm independent, so I don't identify as a liberal
I'm
or
independent too, but like y'all talk like Democrats, man.
we talk
Nah,
like
I'm
this because
conservative. You must don't watch the show.
playing field. I just want to see an even playing field. I'm not asking for no handouts. You know that already. You know me personally. I don't want a handout. I've never been a guy to ask for a handout. So I just want things to be an
That
even.
was Trump was pushing for, but Trump was also pushing for what is called equalitarianship. So no more I get a job because I'm gay or I get a job because I'm a woman. It's you get a job because you're the best person.
But what if the woman is the best person for that job? Because look at, hold on.
Then she gets the job.
No, before you respond, so like you said, he's doing a good job. What about the president's cabin then? If you're gonna say that, you think the president's cabin is qualified for their jobs?
Excuse me, I hear that. What?
Do you think the president cabin is qualified for their jobs then? People like Pam Bondi, people like Pete Hegseth, the
You
fucking
got a
Trump,
McMahon over education.
Linda McMahon.
No, no, no. The problem.
Education systems.
So
Come
the
on.
big problem is like what we're talking about now. The big problem in America is the educational system,
Yes.
not
Yes.
He got
the
Linda
goddamn Epstein
McMahon
files,
over it.
Let them
not the
answer.
Epstein files, not the war.
Yes.
It's the educational system, man.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Chris. Hold on, Vern. Go ahead, Chris.
Nah, I was just saying he got Linda McMahon over it. So that's I don't know how that's helping the education system. The educational system is broke because they don't teach kids correctly. That don't have nothing to do with the curriculum. That has something with the teachers. The teachers is following when they lead to let the teachers teach independent and stop. Teachers go to school to educate, not to teach. That's the difference.
Hold on. Yes. That's what I'm saying. See, when you say them type of things right there, Nels, I don't know. That's why I don't try to get deep into those conversations
Y'all can hear
because
me?
yeah. I can hear you, Vern. I don't want to get deep into
All right.
them transgender conversations and things like
Yeah, I
that.
don't do that.
The way
Either.
I came up in life,
Man.
the only way we can reproduce life is between a man and a woman. Like I said, you can identify as whatever you want to identify
Because
as.
y'all don't live in New York. Y'all don't
I
live
don't
in New York. It's crazy. They
know.
got transsexual bathrooms.
Yeah, I don't live. Oh, for real? But hold on, one second, Vern, before I finish, before you go. But like I was saying, people can identify as what they want to identify as. I don't have a problem. Period. I don't have a
Mhm.
problem with no community. I'm
It's
all for.
2026. I love everybody.
I got love for everybody, but I don't just because I got love for everybody, that doesn't mean I have to agree with people's stance. And I don't want people to take that out as being hate because we don't agree with the stance that you are taking. And you are 100% right. I'm here in the South now, where the South is becoming some parts of the South is becoming like the North. Like you got a lot of liberal measures that's pushed into the South where the old South is going now. And this is what these people are afraid of in the South here. These conservative, like these Southern conservative people, they're afraid of the liberals that's being pushed into these cities and all that, and it's creating all these liberal laws.
Yeah, because it's got ridiculous. You got trannies
Mhm,
going to the same bathroom as women
mhm.
and like using the same toilets as women. No,
Like I said, I don't know.
you got little girls in there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. That's why I feel a way about that. Because if I got a daughter, I don't want my daughter being in that same kind of bathroom. I don't personally with me. But some people don't see no wrong with that, and that's their opinion on that. But me personally, I wouldn't allow my kid to be in that bathroom knowingly. Was I don't want to happen because I don't want to know something might happen on that certain thing in that bathroom. And I'm not saying it can, but something can happen because it's dad. But you could get the fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear
You got to say, bro.
men posing as women in different. Yes, that's what I'm saying, and that's another thing. With
There was competing. There was competing. There was allowed to compete.
yes,
Weightlifting competitions and basketball games. It was getting ridiculous.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that stuff there, I don't agree on that. Like you should not have a biological man competing in women's sports. Like, and that's nothing hateful to say. And that's why I try to tell people all the time. Those are not hateful things to say. That's just people wanting to say what's right. You know what I mean? And the way we all brought up, that's right. Like this is why they created the WNBA. The WNBA was created because women was not gonna play with the men because they testosterones and they muscle and they stamina is not the same as a man. So this is why we came up with women's college basketball, women's professional basketball, women swimming, women does that, and that's
But that
leaving.
was all hijacked by the LGBTQ community.
But
They
besides
got
that,
they got
what else have Trump done, man? What happened for more
Yeah,
money for people,
I'm about
cheaper
to say,
groceries, cheaper gas? What else had he's helped people with
that's not coming
besides?
right away. That's coming down like probably like 10 years from now.
yes. Hold
With the tariffs and like all the moves that he's making,
on. We
trying to
should hold.
bring business back to America.
What business, Vern? What business that he's bringing back to America? When y'all keep saying tariffs, like y'all keep saying the tariffs, like the tariffs is not a tax on the people for right now. So you willing to sacrifice prices going up for a few years for it to make it better 10 years from now?
Yeah.
Why would you
America
sacrifice
has been
that though? How come America is dying on its knees right now? And you think we got a chance to sacrifice that more? Like they are crushing the working class. Like they are trying to build it to where it's a rich class and then people just existing.
it's already like that. You told me they tried, it's already like that.
What I'm saying. So, but they pushing to it more. Stronger. With these agendas, they are pushing stronger. So it's no way that the president is going to bring back manufacturing. He got elected off telling that lie, and he know that manufacturing in this country is not coming back. We are not about to build cars by hand no more.
First of all,
They're going to open up a plant to build.
since the days of Reagan,
Okay, okay,
this is when this shit all started.
of course,
And
yes,
George Bush Jr.
yes,
made it stronger. Like y'all was kids. I was a little older than y'all. So like I was seeing things from a different perspective.
yeah,
Like when I was a kid, get on the subway, you would see like signs, learn Mandarin. If you want to be a better businessman, you got to learn Mandarin.
hmm
Because they want everybody to take their business and grow their business off in China and
hmm
sell it to Americans. And that's the problem. Nothing's being made in America.
But who fault is that? They offshored it. It takes
Yeah,
them
that's their fault.
Americans that offshore the jobs.
But it's not fair for us. We pay tariffs for our goods that we sell over there, but they haven't paid us tariffs in over 40 years.
Who's cutting them deals? Why is those deals being cut that we thought was being cut? All these good deals. So what happened to all the
By
deals?
Manchurian candidates. Business, like, first of all, our politicians are all Manchurian candidates. They're being controlled by
Of course,
rich, wealthy businessmen. And you know who they are. I'm not gonna say who they are.
In the Zionist population, because we got the APAC. We got APAC. We can mention APAC. This is America. We're not scared of them guys.
Those guys, those rich, powerful people, the one that got the war going in Iran,
Yeah.
controlled all that.
Of course.
Because they donate millions upon millions to these elections, man.
So, do you ever?
Why does it make sense? Why does it make sense for like a person to get $1 billion in donations for a $500,000 a year job?
That's what I'm saying. I try to understand, and this is what I try to explain to our older generation when I tell it come to elections, that y'all can stand out there and keep telling me that if you don't participate in the election, you shouldn't have a say so. But you are participating in the monopoly game that you know is a game, and you still participating and thinking you are part of their system. Where I don't even believe that the voting that we stand out there and do on these lines, I don't even believe them shit is even counted. They already know which vote is going to go.
Voting is a part of it, but they got tricks.
Yes,
to keep us all in line.
If you ever look at it, when it comes to voting season, they only talk about 7 swing states.
Busy.
Yeah, they only talk about 7 swing states though all the time. They don't talk about no other states. So I wonder why. Why are they talking about these 7 swing states during these elections?
You talking about the swing states?
Yeah. So that's what I feel like the elections.
Yeah, because those states could go either way during election time.
That's
a part of the electoral college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Another bullshit. That's another bullshit system they came up with.
They already know what states is going to be divvied up. Like on a night of election, you know when the results come out, the Republicans is going to win Arkansas. They're going to win Nebraska. They're going to win Oklahoma. They're going to win all these states. And then you got they're going to win New York. They're going to win California. They're going to win DC or whatever, Maryland. They're going to win the East Coast line. You know what I mean? The whole election coming down to the 7 states. I don't understand why do we don't campaign in all these other states, in North Dakota and South Dakota and all these other places.
And that's the way of looking at it, but like what's really happening is like the businessman is controlling everything and he's like dictating to like the politicians what to do. Until we as a black community get our money up and start donating to these campaigns, nothing we want is going to ever get done. Nothing.
That's nothing. And I try to tell people that. And we talked about that. But it's scary though, because we tried it, and then the people that we have out there today that's supposed to be there for the black people, a lot of them is fucking bootlickers. So we don't have those strong enough black candidates. And they don't have to be fucking bootlickers so they could get in those rooms. Because like we was explaining earlier on here, we got black politicians that's on both sides. But both sides of them is pandering to other things but black people. You got the Democrat blacks is they pandering to anti-Semitic shit that's they saying going on. And then you got the black conservatives, they don't give a fuck about nothing. They just talking about what the fucking white conservatives is talking about.
It's like there was this movie that Eddie Murphy did years ago called A Distinguished Gentleman.
Okay.
It was about like a black politician. Well, he went in there trying to do the right thing, but he was incentivized by wealthy people to look the other way on certain topics that he was trying to help the people with.
I believe that. So what about, that's why I tell people all the time, Barack Obama, he shouldn't have never even been the president. I think
Obama was a gay man's president. Obama didn't do nothing for black people.
He didn't, but he couldn't originally just open his arms and say, I'm gonna do this for black people, because you know what would have happened to him. You know that shit.
They tried to kill Trump like 6 times, man. Like they would have killed him, but the problem in our community is like,
yeah, ain't nobody try to kill Donald Trump though. You know that. You know that shit was staged.
That's what they staged. They staged it like that. They say they tried to kill him the other day.
Yeah,
That
that
they
shit.
stopped the Iranian sniper from killing him the other day.
Yeah, I said all that shit is staged because, like, we all know, we all grew up in the neighborhood. We all seen somebody get shot, probably seen a graze wound, and nobody ear is just still intact from a bullet that big. That's bullshit.
You got the best Secret Service agents in the world protect your back, the best snipers, and plus his own paid security. And that guy was allowed to get off 8 shots.
Like all that shit. That's what I'm trying to get at. So you like the entertainment of this fucking president here, and y'all know he's a fucking asshole though. You know the president.
I mean, why is he an asshole? Tell me why he's an asshole.
Why he's an asshole? The way
Yeah, tell me why.
the way he run around and like no president ever articulated the things like Trump ever articulated shit. Did you watch the press conference earlier when he talked about the one of the congressmen in Florida who's diagnosed with a heart disease, and he made a joke out of it and said he saved him so he can get the vote in Congress? What type of human being talks like that about people that could be damn near dying?
A businessman. It's about business, not about emotions. What about Doge? The way he exploited all that needless spending. They were paying for condoms for Muslims.
What he saved on
What do you
Doge?
mean?
What he saved on? So where's the money at though, Vern? If he saved so much on Doge, where's the money at?
Backing out debt. Well, it's paying for this war. It's paying for this war.
This is crazy. Like we getting all this money back, and you saying it's going to war. What about the country? What about helping the people then?
It's going to get hard for the next 10 years.
Yes, we know that. We know that.
Because now it's moved to the AI. AI is here.
Yes.
And it's going to get worse for everybody. If you don't have a discernible skill, if you're not a plumber, electrician, or a carpenter, you are not going to have a job.
I believe so. A lot of shit is becoming obsolete.
Like in California, people talk about they see UFOs, and other places talk about they seeing the UFOs. Those were not UFOs. Those are drones by Walmart and Amazon practicing delivering people's stuff, TVs with drones.
Yeah, we talked about that already on our episode.
I didn't know they was delivering. I know groceries, but they delivering product too.
Yes, they're delivering TVs, everything. They practice it now. They try to get it down to like where it's infallible.
Nah, they doing it in Houston already.
Why our country is becoming the way it is, and it's dying slow because it's making everybody lazy. Though we getting too much door-to-door services, they cutting out everything. You to tell me you don't have to leave the house for nothing?
Be honest with you, it's greed. Because like people are still going to stop. They can get a deal.
But what, Vern? They not gonna cut off the human job because where they gonna get their money from?
My man, I just had a 20-minute conversation with a goddamn AI receptionist about my goddamn cable bill. I was talking to AI. I thought it was a human. But the shit, it was AI.
Those type of jobs is gone. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that shit gone.
They gotta get their money from somewhere. AI can't pay them.
What do you think is going to happen to our women? That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of our women got administrative jobs, clerical jobs, office jobs. They're going to get replaced by AI.
I believe that. I believe it can happen like that. But I still who's gonna program it to do it? Because you need humans to do it though, still.
Right now, it looks like Tesla. I mean, not Tesla. Elon Musk. Elon Musk looked like that's why he went to the White House. It got good with Trump because he's trying to like colonize Mars. Even though there's already a civilization on Mars, he's trying to colonize Mars.
no fucking Mars, man. Ain't no Mars. Who been to Mars? Who been there?
Elon Musk.
Ain't nobody been to Mars. Where's Mars? So you mean he left this Earth and he went to Mars? You really
Yes.
left out this atmosphere? He left out the atmosphere and he went to Mars.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. Vern, we know that. We old enough now. We all old enough to know that ain't nobody been out of space. You know that shit. Come on, Vern. You really think people been out of space?
There's a lot going on that you just don't know about, man.
I don't believe, but I believe it's other places beyond the wall. Now, things that I do believe, I believe it's something beyond the ice wall. I believe it might be other civilizations beyond the ice wall and things like that. Because why did 150 countries come together and sign a treaty to block? This is one thing that the world agree on. The world agrees on that it's a no-fly zone, it's a no-go zone near the ice wall. You can't even get by there. Why would 150 countries sign a treaty to keep people out of there? Well, this is a free land. This is free land.
That's not geologically.
There's no such thing as free, but like
Geographically true though. The ice wall, it is something beyond there.
That's what I'm saying. It's something beyond the ice wall. This is why I tell people today, I don't believe the earth is a round ball. I'm not, and then I'm not one of these people to say that the earth is flat. I'm not gonna go there with that because I don't know. But I believe we not living on a round ball. I believe it's something beyond with these 7 continents that they showing us. It's something beyond that wall that they don't want to show us. The earth is bigger than what they telling us, but I don't believe that somebody went out of space to a whole nother galaxy and they colonize. What they colonizing is something beyond that ice wall.
the bottom line is like, because we could do all like 10 hours talking about that.
Of course, hell yeah.
Like technology is here from us to move away from gas and oil, but we're not doing it.
Yes.
Because rich businessmen has incentivized our government to not, use energy that God gave us from the sun.
But why? But the Chinese is doing it. The Chinese is doing it with EVs, everything right now. So we got so you still you got the Chinese doing it. Why we can't do it? And then Musk got shut down by Donald Trump. Biden was the one who gave Musk his pathway. That's what I keep telling people about it. Y'all want to keep talking so bad about Joe Biden. He was sleepy Joe, but Joe gave him the EV mandates to give him his pathway to start going crazy with the energy and creating all these new electric cars and all these.
My brother, you keep saying gave. He didn't give him nothing. He bought his way in.
You know
he
what
bought his way in like they all do.
I'm sorry, Vern. You 100% right. He didn't give him anything. He signed that bill that he put that money behind. That's 100% right. I'm sorry about that. He did not give him anything. But yeah, Biden is they gave the money to Biden and behind his campaign, and Biden opened the way for the EV mandate. And who came and stopped it? Who stopped the EV mandate here? Because they love fossil fuel. They love oil. They love gas. Why? We need to move away from
because
that.
until those people could put a goddamn meter on the sun, they are not, so they can charge us. So they can charge us per sunlight, whatever the fuck. They are not. No.
Like, it's crazy. Like, how you trying to charge us for natural resources? Well, they do it anyway, but goddamn. Like, this is crazy. You trying to charge us for the EV power as well? Like, this is crazy. Like, how we became so greedy like this, man? Like, America just too greedy, man.
Like, there's no such thing. Like, especially like they tell you it's a water shortage. There's no such thing, man. It's just like more fair tactics they use, man.
Of course.
To get you off the real problems, which is our educational system.
Yes, I believe that.
And the fact that our jobs are going away at China and Japan. That's where our jobs are at, man.
But
making Jordans and making fucking Louis Vuitton.
But if you're saying that if we're gonna get all that being made here in America, how much money you think it's gonna cost? If the new iPhone right now is costing people $1,200 being made in China, how much you think the new iPhone is gonna cost if it gotta be made here in America?
$1,200.
Get the fuck out of here. You know better than that. This is
If
America,
it was a perfect world, we just look. An iPhone gets made for like $50 over there.
yes.
Over here, probably be like $300. They just going with the cheaper manufacturer. That's it. And the cheaper manufacturer is overseas.
I believe that.
This all started in the Reagan era because they wanted to get rid of the unions. The unions used to be big with Jimmy Hoffa and all of them, and that's why they killed Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah. We never found Jimmy though. We never found him.
He dead.
This shit goes deep, man. If you go through your history, this shit goes deep. There's a lot of people that was assassinated or killed because they were dealing with the unions or they were trying to grow the unions.
Yes.
For the American worker. Because they discovered out I could go overseas and make sneakers for $5 a piece and come over here and sell it for $20 a piece.
That's true.
And then I could go to the stock market, but look how much money I'm making. Invest in me.
Mm-hmm. That's true though, but like I still don't believe that if we manufacture them things in America, it'll still be the same price.
That was Reaganomics. Reagan took the debt, sold it to China, and gave them the manufacturer jobs. That's why I'm trying to own some of America's debt.
Yep.
This incentivizes a few people because they're thinking, not now, they're thinking 100 years from now.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. But I know we went past the hour right here. Yo, this is what we do though every Monday nights. This is what we're gonna make a regular. This is gonna we have an open discussion on every Monday nights from 9 to 10 p.m. East Coast time, 8 to 9 on the Central time. So we're gonna keep this going every Monday night. I want you to tune back in with us again next Monday, Vern. Yo, Vern and Chris, I appreciate y'all fellas for checking in on me tonight on this special Black and Talkative.
That's it.
Yeah, but I told you we had 1 hour, Vern. You came on.
You came on.
I said 9 o'clock. It goes at 9.
I thought it was 9:30.
No, that's Wednesday episodes. That's the regular episodes. I was just about to say that. Wednesday, we back at 9:30 for our 6-month anniversary episode on Wednesday. That's our 6-month anniversary.
You must have put 9:30 on the goddamn YouTube because I programmed my YouTube.
I put 9 o'clock.
My YouTube alerted me that it was time, and that's when I got on.
Oh no, it was 9 o'clock though. Yeah, I gotta add you to the thing. I'm gonna add your Facebook to the thing though. But yeah, it's gonna be every Monday at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern every Monday. I'm gonna do the open discussions with people.
I missed the whole goddamn hour.
Yeah, you missed a half an hour, man. You missed a half an hour.
Yeah,
we good though. But yo, Vern, I definitely appreciate your perspective. And next time I gotta get you on for the hour because I want to give you an interview about the women's situation and all that shit on next.
Oh, I would love that. I gotta take you out of school on that one.
Okay, so next Monday we're gonna definitely get into that on the 1 hour special. All right, we're gonna get you in there on next Monday, 9 p.m. Make sure. I'm gonna remind you anyway, though. But for everybody else and for everybody, y'all, I appreciate y'all two fellas for checking on me, and we will be back for our 6-month anniversary.
One more thing, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to study Lyndon B. Johnson, Great Society. I'm gonna be talking a whole lot about that, how that destroyed the black community.
No problem at all, brother. We got you next Monday night. I see y'all guys. Hey, yo, Chris and Vern, we're about to get offline, man. I see y'all.
Right.
Y'all. We appreciate y'all people.
Bye, Chrissy. Hi, bye, bye, Jay. Janelle. Hope you got pretty feet.
All right, y'all. We out, y'all.